Baking a birthday cake is simple. All you need is a pretty penny and a mixing bowl. 2 pounds of flour, 6 eggs, half a pound of butter, a pound of currants, marzipan, and a bottle of brandy. Importantly of all, a set of kitchen scales. First of all, weigh out 18.73 grams of sugar and introduce to the mixing bowl. Similarly, flour and milk. Then add 0.36 of a kilogram of butter and begin to knead it in the bowl. Your mixture should now have the consistency of a smooth paste. When the mixture begins to stiffen, add 2 eggs. Remembering, of course, to remove the yolks first. Which should be stored in a safe place for use later. Before we proceed, your mixture should now be light, smooth and fluffy. Is it? Really? Into a second bowl, add raisins, sugar, milk, and a soupçon of brandy. Now, remember those egg yolks you saved earlier? Retrieve these and add to your original mixture. Whisk thoroughly. Before baking, have you poured the mixture into a large cake tin? Good. Now place your mixture in a preheated oven at a very low heat. Once cooked, remove the cake from the oven. Your cake is now ready for decoration. You should have already prepared an icing mixture. Have you? Now carefully apply the icing to the cake. Well done, you. But where's the candle? No birthday cake is complete without at least one candle. Britain's motorists depend on the resourceful, skilled men and women who work for our motoring organisations. Men and women who are always equipped for any motoring emergency. Every officer carries jump leads, a full toolkit, a foot pump, and a can of oil and petrol, and most importantly of all, a jack. And once his equipment has been loaded, he's ready to hit the road. Colleagues from rival organisations are always ready to help. Officers must be polite and courteous at all times, remembering to salute the motorists who are members of their organisation. For the stranded motorist, knowing help is at hand is a great weight off his mind. Some problems just can't be solved in the field, and that's when the patrolman can provide his unique Get You Home service. No matter what the problem, the motorist friend will always have a solution. Because he is not only an expert mechanic, he's also infinitely resourceful. So remember, if you're in trouble on the road and you don't know which way to turn, the motorist friend is always there to lend a hand. This week, we're going to learn how to be best man at a wedding. The best man's responsibilities begin well before the actual morning of the wedding. Your first duty is to oversee the stag night, which traditionally takes place on the eve of the big day. The stag night is an ideal opportunity to reminisce about old times, to renew old acquaintances. But you mustn't allow the proceedings to get out of hand. Ideally, both best man and groom will be safely tucked up in bed by midnight, because a sound night's sleep is essential. The big day itself arrives, and now your first priority must be to get the groom ready in time for the wedding service. One of your main duties as best man will be to organize your team of ushers. You should make sure that they're waiting for the wedding guests at the door of the church, and that they separate them into bride's family and groom's family. As your guests arrive at the church, you may discover that there aren't enough pews to seat them all. If this is the case, do try to be economical with the space available. Now for some last-minute checks. Do you have cash? Do you have a pen to sign the register? Most important of all, do you have the ring? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Fine. Supporting the groom and providing the ring are, of course, a vital part of the best man's duties. The ring should be discreetly handed to the vicar in readiness for that blissful moment when this token of love and affection can be slipped onto the bride's finger. The happy moment, the bride and groom are coming together for the first time. The best man's speech. Make it witty. Make sure everyone can hear. Your final task is to see the happy couple off on their honeymoon. Not forgetting the traditional ritual of decorating the couple's car. Today we take a close look at the exciting life of the store detective. A good store detective could pop up absolutely anywhere. And for the undercover store detective, certain special crime-detecting devices are essential. Once a crime has been detected, it is vital that the store detective does not take his eyes off the suspect for even a second. Does the shrewd detective still have his suspect in sight? Christmas is the busiest time of the year for the shoplifter. Extra vigilance is vital, and the store detective must be every bit as cunning and resourceful as his prey if he is to counteract the seasonal surge in larceny. Fortunately, store detectives can call upon a highly sophisticated electronic intelligence network which supports the man in the field.
Oh dear, they seem to have arrested the wrong reindeer, dear.
This week, how to carve a new career in the exciting world of professional photography. At the very least, the aspiring photographer will need to equip himself with basic kit, starting with 35mm body, 35mm body spares, every lens available from 35mm to 1000mm, flash guns, bounce, dedicated and slave lights, parabolic reflectors, various film stock and sports finder facility, plus a sturdy camera bag. With just these few inexpensive items, the photographer is fully equipped to dash out on any assignment the instant it crops up. However, before tackling his first professional photographic job, the cameraman first practices his skills at home to get the feel of his new equipment. You'll probably find there's no shortage of amateur models in the family, all too willing to be yours. The professional photographer comes into his own at top sporting events. Choosing a good vantage point close to the action is vital. To the experienced cameraman, the page 3 or glamour assignment is a job just like any other and is approached in a cool, calm and above all, thoroughly professional. Very often, the professional photographer will face stiff competition from his colleagues and rivals, and he will have to display great ingenuity in order to get that new angle. With dedication and commitment, it could be your photograph on tomorrow's front page. This week, how to be the perfect father. For most modern men, fatherhood begins at the moment of birth itself, and many will be present in the delivery room to offer help and to support their partner. Many men also like to take along a small camera so they can record the birth for posterity. Surrounded by the high-tech paraphernalia of the modern delivery room, your wife will take great comfort from a helping hand and an encouraging word. Very often, the midwife will give the father a specific task, such as watching the baby's heart. When the great moment arrives, the new father can expect to experience a wide range of emotions. The joys of fatherhood really begin, and you'll soon recognize those familiar family traits. Once baby is home, many parents like the reassurance of a simple intercom device which enables them to hear baby's cries wherever they may be in the house. There are many recent innovations which allow the father to take a more active role in the feeding process. Don't expect instant success with your emphatic breasts. It takes time to learn the correct feeding techniques. As your child develops, it may be a good idea to invest in a baby bouncer. However, these can be expensive to buy, and with a little ingenuity, it's fairly simple to DIY. Try not to force your child into unsuitable activities. Too many fathers live out their sporting fantasies through the lives of their children. Are you happy with fatherhood? Do you find it exciting? Would you do it again? Would your wife?